Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Libra. How are you, Libra? I hope you're doing well. Do let me know in the comment section how things are going for you. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have Temperance, clarified by the Hanged Man. In the obstacle position, we have the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Fool. In the present position, we have the Seven of Swords, clarified by Empress. And in the future outcome position, we have the World, clarified by the Nine of Cups. Very positive spread. So let's get right into it. The Temperance in the past position tells me that you felt really connected to the divine, which kind of inspired you to do better. The Temperance card is a major arcana card, and the Hanged Man is also a major arcana card, so this combination is significant. The Temperance card represents the better parts of you. It represents sort of like your good traits, the things you do right. It represents the balance, the harmony. It represents you creating heaven on earth because you know how to keep yourself grounded at the same time, allowing your emotions to flow. And so it's a really powerful card that also tells me you are well protected. The divine appreciates what you do for yourself as well as what you do for others. It's interesting to me that it is clarified by the Hanged Man because this tells me that in the past you kind of had to stop and take a pause and reflect on all the things that are happening in your life and kind of reevaluate some things through the process of reflection, which leveled you up. Some believe that when you take a pause to reflect, you actually elevate your being much faster than reading something you've not known before and learning through reading a book. A lot of people believe that reflection is a far more powerful process of elevation and progress and putting you in a timeline where you do, incredible things in your life, meaning that you evolve, you connect on the inside, you appreciate what patience does for you versus moving, ahead. Definitely, it is interesting that it's clarified by the Hanged Man because it tells me that you realized to keep going forward. You realize that it's important to not give up on your dreams, on the things that you want to achieve, even though you may have found yourself in situations previously where you felt apprehensive about moving forward, where you felt like, well, maybe I'm too young or too old, maybe I'm, not in the right position because I don't have the right resources lined up. Temperance tells me that you really took a higher road, a higher approach, and continued to believe, but you also understand the significance of sacrifice and letting something go. The Hanged Man is in a stationary position. He's not going anywhere. And so the healing that you experienced was through this change of perspective that has affected you tremendously. This change of perspective happened because you were able to reflect, because you were able to take a pause, which was crucial in your realization of something new. So when you realize something new, you are reborn again. You are on a higher timeline. Anytime there is a realization, you have new consciousness. So it's important to really kind of understand that and be aware of that. Now, in the obstacle position, we've got the Ten of Cups, which tells me something's off in your family. Family can be your friends that you consider to be very close. Family could be actual family. Family could be maybe like a work family. But there's something off when it comes to your dynamic inside your family. Because we don't see one person here, we see multiple people in this card. So this concerns multiple people in a group of family, people that you consider to be family, people that you consider important, people that you identify as family. A part of you is pretending that things are great when they're not. You may be doing that because you feel like if you pretend long enough, you know what they say, fake it till you make it. No, 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 no. Face it until it gets to where it needs to be. Faking it is not the right approach. A part of you maybe is struggling with the fact that you have this kind of like picture or this illusion. Maybe you're attached to an illusion that things are wonderful. So action's required very much in your part. Yeah. There's got you have to speak up. You got to say something in the month of July, Libra, because people are waiting on you. People are waiting on you to say something. People are waiting on you to make a move. People are waiting on you to do something. You may be a little bit dependent on this illusion. You may be a little bit dependent on things are going great, things are going great, when clearly there are people next to you that love you so very much, are saying something different, and their concerns need to be addressed very much so. You may be dependent on this illusion, and so again, it's something that you need to kind of look closer towards it. There's some kind of emotional imbalance happening. Maybe you're focusing too much on the light, not enough on the shadow. You got to balance those things. You got to be brave enough to venture into the shadow and integrate it and incorporate it. Don't suppress it. Anger is a shadow emotion, but anger also tells you about boundaries. It carries a message of boundaries. It's important to be aware of those. The same thing with like insecurities, the same thing with self-doubt, the same thing with many different shadowy emotions, and so it's important to look at those. The Fool is telling me that you may be kind of feeling slightly stuck with addressing this situation. You may feel like there's like, what's the point of addressing it? You may feel like, if I do address it, it's not going to go the right way because I know how they're going to react. People evolve. People's emotions change. So I would, kind of venture out and try to address the situation. But overall, the month of July is going to be great. This isn't like an urgent situation that is saying, hey, you got to address me now, you got to address me now, or otherwise the Tower Moment's going to come and everything's going to... No, this has been ongoing. This is ongoing. Something has to be said. And so the divine is sort of nudging you and kind of trying to, put it like, please look at it, or you may end up addressing it in the month of August, but, in the month of July, there's something that's going to bubble to the top that you might consider letting some things you've been holding on to go, as that will kind of help alleviate the situation, make it better after a while. But overall, your family loves you and wouldn't trade you for anything in the world. It's just sometimes you kind of have to be like, okay, we got to talk about some things, In the present position, we have the Seven of Swords. Interesting, because the Seven of Swords is a card that is generally viewed as slightly negative, because it's a sneaky card. It's a card where deception plays a major role. We see this person kind of carrying these swords while only leaving the two behind. It's a bit of a message that you want to be observant. Be extra observant in the month of July. You know, be very observant, I should say. Be conscious of what others are saying. Be conscious of what others are doing. It's not the time to be asleep. This is a time to be awake. Your chakras should be fully open. So your body is kind of like divided into two parts, the body part and the spiritual part. The three lower chakras responsible for your body, the four upper chakras are responsible for your spirit. So the chakras, especially the third chakra, which is kind of like in your stomach, it's your life force chakra. It's your power. Like you need to get up and get a glass of water. That's your power chakra. It needs to be open at least 70 to 80%, especially if you're a male. Because women's chakras tend to be slightly more open as it is. Women tend to be quite alert, and so it's important to remember that. But strategy and tactics is required in the month of July. You may find yourself thinking about different connections and situations in your life and strategizing. Strategize. Because you have a limited amount of time, limited amount of resources. So you got to make sure that whatever the plan is, whatever the strategy is, it gets to the outcome pretty fast, so you can get the outcome that you need. But overall, the vibration of July is you're going to feel protective. You're going to feel protective over your resources, over your assets. You're going to feel protective over things that you've built, over the life that you created, because again, there's this element of imbalance with your family that's coming in. The great thing is that July is gonna end on a really great note, because you've got the world in the future outcome position. You're very smart. You understand the observation is a highly intelligent thing you can do, and you'll be doing it in July. But the world tells me that you've been taking the right approach overall, and so things are going well for you. You're going to be satisfied with the progress. You're going to be satisfied with how things are playing out. Some kind of achievement is coming towards you, very loud and very clear. I'm picking up on that. Some kind of achievement that's going to leave you feel pretty satisfied, pretty happy with where you're at. You're going to feel a sense of belonging. You're going to feel like, I got this. I did the right thing. I chose the right opportunities. I chose the right, direction. I have a pretty good head on my shoulders, and my thoughts are largely positive. So, whatever you're doing, it's working, because emotional stability is coming in to your life, and you're finding more meaning as a result. The meaningfulness, the satisfaction is increasing. Your cup is largely full. There's still some room in that cup that can be filled. There's still some potential that you can realize, but for that, you have to increase the capacity of the cup. You have to increase the cup itself. The form of the cup has to increase. And the way it increases so you can have more is expansion of your consciousness, which is the next step that you will be going through. But let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman's Dream Oracle card. And we've got skywriting, the fates. Yeah, the fates coming in. Destiny. So there's like a divine destiny type item that exists in the universe, and it's got all kinds of threads inside of it. And so there's one particular thread that's got your name and your existence imprinted on it. It's your thread, it's your destiny. And the reason this card is showing up is because there's something big, destiny kind of thing coming in that you're going to become more and more aware of. Right now, it may you may not be super aware of it, but I think you are. But your destiny is coming in, which is going to really kind of elevate you. Your potential is being realized. You're extremely smart. You're extremely aware. Things are moving in the right direction. But be open. Be open. That's why observation, 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 observation. Like the word of the month of July is observation. Let's see what else we have. We have the Angel and Ancestor card that I pulled. Interesting. Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Yeah, they're coming out. They're coming out. The gifts are coming out. The shapeshifting is happening. So you've mastered the work of energy, at least level 1 for sure. You understand how to move with energy. You can feel the energy. You can pick up on nonverbal cues. You can pick up on intuitive messages that you are receiving, and the better you become at it, which comes through meditation, it comes through the more you meditate, the better it is to kind of shapeshift. But you're becoming more courageous at expressing your gifts. You're becoming more aware of certain strengths you have in certain connections, in certain moments, in certain times. You can fly like the eagle. In other times, you can channel the wolf and be resourceful and highly self-sufficient and highly independent. All these different elements are coming in and making you stronger and making you better aware. You're evolving. You're slowly integrating things. You're slowly connecting on the inside. And so all these gifts are are just coming out of you. They're just like coming out of every orifice. And the transformational aspect is becoming easier. And so the manifestation aspect is becoming easier as a result. That's absolutely amazing. Libra, you should be so proud of yourself. Let's see what the energy, what the angel oracle card has for us. And we have God, don't stop. Definitely keep doing what you're doing because it's working. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting me today. If you think that someone can benefit from this reading, please share them. Please share it with them. It would help my channel. It would help them, so everybody wins all around. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram. I post several times a week. I will increase that once I can get better organized. I struggle with organization so badly. I'm spread out way too thin. So I volunteer so much. I also have a corporate job. I also am an enlightenment pro. It's just, I'm so freaking spread out thin. It's ridiculous. But I'm gonna get better. I have an intention to get better, and I will put every strength I've got on getting better organized. That is my promise, and you got to keep me accountable. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.